Hello, good evening, everybody. For those of you who might not already know me, my name is James Dean Rivera, and I am an author and a poet. Typically, my themes of my poems, my videos, typically go based on love, poetry, and romance. But this week, I would like to try something different. I would like to do this because I don't know if you guys know about this, but 3 weeks ago, an incident happened wherein a boy got killed for no apparent reason, because apparently he allegedly made a rap video with someone having sex with somebody's friend in the background. And a gang went on and killed him, and it turned out to be a case of mistaken identity. You see, this is a problem of too much of what's going on in New York. Violence seems to be at a high level nowadays. And it touched on me to the point where I had to drop my usual themes, and I have to do this poem for this weekend about my poem called Stop the Violence, and it goes like this. Too much violence in these mean streets, not enough officers in the beat. Too many people young and old dying, too many people agonizing and crying. A boy gets butchered by a machete, a woman gets killed by a hammer. A little girl gets run over by a car like it did not even matter. A man gets randomly sucker punched at 6 o'clock in the morning. A boy gets killed in his own home, and they say crime is not soaring. Lies, lies, lies. That's what we're told. Like there's some big secret people are trying to hold. But there is no big secret. Crime is in every corner. And people are constantly looking over their shoulders, thinking that there could be next. Like there's some sort of a hex. Like a wicked witch casting an evil spell, dragging them into oblivion, a burning hell. Like a wildfire raging through a forest. The power, the evil, the energy that it harnesses. But unlike a wildfire, this violence will not go away. This wave of violence happens every day. We cannot sit around doing nothing. It is up to us to take a stand and do something. We must protect ourselves from this daily wave of violence. We cannot sit around and do nothing. And by the way, everybody, for those of you who don't live in New York City, don't be scared to come visit us. New York City, just because we're having a higher wave of violence than usual, it is still a beautiful place to visit. Do not get discouraged. And you know something? Just because it happens here doesn't mean it doesn't happen everywhere else. Violence is everywhere, not just New York City. No matter what type of town you enter. There's no such thing as a perfect place. Remember, one of my poems I mentioned, in a perfect world, there's no such thing as a perfect world. Hey, if there was, we wouldn't be talking about this, wouldn't we? So, remember that. It is up to us to take a stand and stop the violence. If you see somebody you feel like is getting attacked, help them. We must help each other. Help yourselves and help each other. Do not leave anybody hanging, not your friends or family, We have to be here for each other, because that kid that got killed out there in that bodega, that could be you, that could be your child, that could have been anybody. Remember, we're all human beings here, We're not gods. We're all subject. God can call us at any time. Anytime it's time for us to go, God calls our name, That's how it is. So, do yourselves a favor, guys. Help each other out. Protect yourselves at all costs. Anyway, having said that, thank you so much for your support, everybody. And a big shout out to YouTube family. A big shout out to Move Tasmani, Crazy Cube, and my girlfriend Nina Lewis. And until next week, take care.